All right, so we're just going to review some outside Ashi Garami, and what we're going to be looking at is how we can join together certain submissions. So we're going to look at an ankle lock heel hook dilemma. We're going to look at a heel hook knee bar dilemma. So I got my partner here, outside Ashi. So one thing that was actually happening during the sparring was as we're here and we're playing with this Achilles grip, this guy's starting to kick at the back leg. Especially when I start to get a dig, you'll notice sometimes your partner will kick. Okay, when this happens, a really cool move that you can do is enter a reverse ashigami. So I could just reach back and potentially grab the leg, and this is actually pretty hard for him to escape. And then I could choose to heist up and move back into a reverse ashi, put him on his back, and navigate from there. Or I can fall back into a reverse ashi double trouble, and we're looking at knee bars. Again, you can check the lesson that says you can knee bar. And from this position, if I start to turn my knees down towards the floor, I create that pressure that prevents him from turning out, right? Craig calls it the corkscrewing pressure. So my knees are turning down, I'm back heeling on his butt. So try and turn your knee up to the ceiling here, Owen. It's locked, right? So we can potentially threaten the toe hold. He starts to kick my feet away, and then I catch and I can move into my lat knee bar and start turning my knees down, right? So that's a really nice option from outside Ashi. I'm always looking to go reverse Ashi from outside Ashi. So let's just look at this ankle lock heel hook. Again, I credit Gordon with this, with his leg lock instructional. I really, really like this. So he's basically what we're doing is attacking an ankle lock. And sometimes, especially someone who expects the heel hook, they turn the knee down. It can be very difficult to dig for the heel hook without exposing your back. So a lot of time I just chill with an Achilles grip and I can post on the hip and on the knee. And then I can sort of push myself back to put my body on the sole of the foot, fire my arm through, and then go right into my ankle lock. So I'm really thinking about rolling my shoulder back, mobilizing my shoulder so that his toes feel all the pressure. And at the same time, I tuck my elbow back. I try and put pressure on the foot by just leaning on it and using my weight. So right now I'm really crushing his foot. And then it takes very little pressure once you get to that sweet spot, because there's so much tension on the foot and the toes are already rolling back because of the shoulder movement. It really doesn't require a lot of hip pressure. So what you're going to find when you're going into ankle locks is your partner is going to be stretching their foot out, kicking the boot on. So when they kick the boot on, what you can do is you can take a scoop grip on the knee and rotate and then switch your Achilles grip to a heel hook. And then from here, you can finish your heel hook. For me personally, I'm always going to recommend like triangling your legs for the best finishes. That's my opinion. Because when we're here with ankles crossed, he doesn't feel the weight of my bottom leg. And I'm sort of back heeling over his hip. I can get finishes here, but it's like I find it not as effective as turning my knees down, again, sort of corkscrewing my knees down and back heeling. And then from here, again, I'm putting all my weight on the foot and then starting to hip in. So again, crucial part of that is putting my weight on the foot. So we're here. I have an Achilles grip. He's expecting the heel hook, so I'm going to go in on my ankle lock. So I can scoot back, make my chest hollow, whatever grip you prefer on the ankle lock. Okay, I've seen different grips. Now I put my weight on it. I push down on the hip. I make sure that when he tries to lift this foot up, that it's a weight-bearing foot. And I'm just finishing you, honestly, there just by leaning on the foot. Like, just trying to crush it, and then I can hip in. So he's not going to like this. He starts putting the boot on, and we can switch back to the heel hook. So scooping the knee if I'm going heel hook, framing the shin and the knee if I'm going into an ankle lock. All right, really nice duo attack. So now we're going to look at a heel knee bar. All right, so again, if I'm here, let's say I did get my heel hook from this position, a common thing you're going to see is they start to escape their knee line and straighten their leg. Sometimes they'll give you a kick in the butt, okay, and you feel like there's just not enough pressure here to finish the heel hook. Most of the time, they're just going to spin out, okay? So when this happens, as long as the knee is still somewhat inside, I can scrape my top leg and create this wedge. Then I'm just going to keep my hands locked, and I pull up as I sort of shear my knee down. So I'm shearing my knee down. I'm scraping as I pull up. Can you pull your knee out? Are you able to spin? Right? So it's just like a pinch of the knees right, or pinch of my legs right on his knee. And then from here, usually his defense is going to be to actually stick his leg in deeper. He opens the wedge to relieve the knee bar pressure, but this only allows me to get into my heel hook position. Okay, so again, a couple of options for you there. I go into my heel hook, I get my grip, he starts to kick my butt, whatever. I just start shearing into the heel hook. Now he starts to pull his trying to stick his leg through so that the knee bar is not so on. I back heel, I lock, and I turn my knee down and I pull my heels to my butt. Both of those attacks, both the outside heel hook and the ankle lock, rely a lot on me putting my weight on my partner's foot for the finish.